Rideshare friends, my YouTube subscribers, good day to you all. Rough week for us drivers. Destination filters in New York taken away. Rates in LA go down again, and probably in many other cities, maybe more destination filters to follow. Gosh, it sounds like the gas industry when they up the price a little, take it down, and then raise it again beyond the former mark. So it feels like the prices are going down, but they're actually going up, right? It's the same thing with Uber and Lyft. Give you a little, take away. Give you a little bit more, take away more. So that, my friends, creates a lot of frustrations, right? A lot of upset, a lot of anger. I read these messages all the day. So reading a letter like this is obviously inspiring, motivating again. I get a lot of emails and text messages every single day. I'm going to read you this one. But let me just give you the answer to this problem at the moment, right? If it has reached your threshold, you got to walk away. And that's why I'm going to make a video, follow up a video right after this. I'm going to sort of launch them at the same time, giving you many other options, ways of earning money. Many very inexpensive ways to start a small business and raise money. Many of them I've done myself over the years, right? And but throughout, I can tell you, I've always kept a good attitude. I've always been grateful for what I've received when I went out to try and get it, right? Grateful to the universe for giving me opportunities. I'm definitely the go-getter type. I'll go and find a new way forward. I'm not going to wait and expect anything to be handed to me. That's just my general attitude in life, right? So this email, my friends, it might be a sort of a good wake-up call to many of you if you're at that juncture where you want to actually walk away from the rideshare industry and do something else, or if you want to change a few little things and turn it into a positive direction. So Tim Miller, firstly, thank you for your email. He writes, "Hello, I hope you and your family are well. I'm emailing you since you wanted to see pictures of my new vehicle for the rideshare driving. As I had shared with you in my rough patch in my life, I had hit, yet also bounced back from. Since coming back, I'm making even better money, and my rating is back to 4.95 due to my better detailing looking interior, but also the great attitude that I have that contributes to my excellent service compliments," right? I credit you for both, as I love Maguire's interior car detailing spray. It's the best stuff ever. But most importantly, your ability to influence the idea of keeping a positive outlook and ways to keep passengers happy. The Portland, Maine market is alive and well, with both plenty of Uber and Lyft riders needing rides. We have a busy airport and many people who can't afford their own vehicles due to inconvenience of no off-street parking there they live and the never-soaring cost of living. I'm off to make some St. Paddy's Day loot this weekend. I like that. I have a lot of Irish heritage from both my mother and father's families, so I'm always glad to see St. Paddy's Day. Maine and New England as a whole has deep Irish roots and tradition. Happy St. Paddy's Day, laddie, and thanks for all the help, inspiration, and encouragement you have given to all of us, my friend. From Tim Miller in Portland, Maine. Well, I'm giving you a shout out by making a thank you video for you, Tim, and I'm going to use this video as an inspiration to those who maybe want to change a few things right now and see if this is not working for them. You know, one of the biggest changes I can encourage you is get out of X, get into Excel, right? Again, get out of X, get into Excel, right? The money is just not in that X category. That is the category, Lyft Regular and UberX, where Uber and Lyft make the most money, right? So that is where you're going to feel the most pain. That's where they have the biggest profit margins. In the others, it looks a little bit better for the rider. So he also writes, "P.S. I found this SUV on Let Go from a woman in Boston, which is less than 2 hours from Portland. Got it for a steal, and I only needed to do some minor work that I did on my own as I embark on becoming my own self-taught mechanic with the help of YouTuber mechanics." Cool. Happy for you, my friend. And he includes a couple of nice pictures. That's him. That's Tim. That's his new. That looks like a Nissan Murano. Yeah, it is. Congratulations for keeping the attitude positive and changing things up a little bit and making a step in another direction and being bold to take that step. And you may have to do that, viewers. You may have to do that as well, right? Because I read the comments and there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustrations, rightfully so. I'm not denying you that feeling, right? You're entitled to show that frustration, that anger, that upset towards these rideshare companies. But it's affecting you, right? And that is where you have to stop yourself and say, hey, this truly, truly doesn't work for me. The math, the irritation, the upset, got to make a change. So allow me to put a link in this video of other possibilities. I remember, I'll give you a little story. The entire week when I wasn't making videos right now, I was out doing fun stuff for myself. I built myself 2 off-road Baja bugs, racing one, the one I probably poured $25,000 in off-road parts. Insane, can go anywhere, right? But I need that, right? That's my balance, because it's not just about work, burning yourself out, folks. You got to find some time for yourself. So maybe this is a good time to just check out for a few days and reassess things. I remember starting building out bugs at the age of 14, selling 5 by the age of 16 because I'd built them out, delivering newspapers from the age of 11. I go out there, I hustle every day, and if I don't like it, I leave it behind. It doesn't work for me, doesn't make the right money for me. I choose something better. I then, at the age of 16, I started a mobile DJ company, right? And I grew that into a massive, massive business, right? From the age of 16 till about 23, 24. Added a catering company, started doing big concerts, events, laser shows, big raves. My highest grossing night in Cape Town, New Year's Eve, 31st of December, called Rave City, 1994. I made 1.8 million, 30,000 tickets at $60 a pop, right? And I had all the sponsors pay for my overheads, lasers, DJs. So figure out a way forward where you can make money, where you can be happy. I was enjoying that, right? I sold that company when I left South Africa. Figure out a way that makes you happy. So I'm going to include my video called The 69 Ways Beyond Uber and Lyft underneath here. Check it out. Maybe it takes you in a new direction. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time for a change within the rideshare structure. You offload that X vehicle, that Prius. Sounded very attractive because the gas mileage was fantastic, right? Still is the best car for that category. But now with these guys cutting back destinations, cutting back, you know why they're cutting back, right? They are showing high profits in these last 2 quarters before they do the IPO. They want to show, hey, last year we made this loss. In these 2 quarters, we made these massive profits on our backs, on the driver's backs. But I want to reassure you, as far as a business, this is typical corporate America. This is what they do, right? That they will cut back now radically in these 2 first quarters, right, of 2019. But the moment the IPO hits, the moment they show, hey, look, we're on the upswing. And why? Again, on the backs of drivers, they made more money. They cut back. They show their investors. The money flows into the stocks. Now they have money again, I would hope, I would think, to keep us happy again, right? The moment the IPO hits, folks, I think it'll get a whole lot better for drivers. I really do. I do understand what they're doing right now. Not happy with it. Always trying to find solutions to counter that. But this is their game plan, pre-IPO. And again, mark my words, when the IPO hits and that money from the public worldwide flows in to buy Lyft and Uber shares, now they're liquid. Now they will. It's all-out war between the 2 of them once those 2 IPOs happen, right? They will be throwing money at new drivers they'll be doing this, they'll be doing that. And I do see things getting better, but I think we're in the toughest times right now. If you can see your way through it, if you can make adjustments like Tim Miller did, and I used him as an example here, you can find a good strategy and path forward. But I ask you, always remain positive, always keep your chin high, always have faith, right, that it does get better if you invest the hours. To me, my formula is input equals output. If you stop dropping your input, your output declines, right? So don't channel this in a negative direction, in a downward spiral. Channel this into something positive like this guy. Remain upbeat. Maybe think, okay, I'm going to get rid of again. I'm going to get rid of that car. I'm going to look at an Excel. What are the rates that I could be earning at XXL? What is the gas difference? Let me do some very, very simple math for you here. If a Prius, right, if a Prius gets 50 miles per gallon, right, and I buy 1,000 gallons of gas, right, so I should be getting 50,000 miles, right? 1,000 gallons at average price right now, maybe at $3.20, would cost me $3,200 on gasoline to roughly get 50,000 miles. If I look at an XL vehicle and I say, okay, it's getting half of that, 25 miles, right? Range. Basically means my gas prices just went up from $3,200 in that Prius to $6,400 because I bought this XL vehicle, right? So I was initially attracted to that great MPG of the Prius. But here's the other thing. Now look, in these cars, I can show you if you go on Manheim, Manheim, where I buy at these dealer auctions, or if you go to Car Gurus, if you just want to see what dealers are selling these cars for, right? You do a comparison between a Prius and an XL vehicle like a Toyota Sienna and Odyssey. You'll find that the XL vehicle will only be about $2,000 more. A used vehicle with, let's say, 70, 80,000 miles, right? So price-wise, the cars are almost the same. But now you look at the earnings at XXL, what you're earning per mile in X and per mile in XL, right? Now you look at the fact that you have not 4 passengers, 7 passengers in the car, usually bigger groups, usually people that want to outdo each other with the tips. The one adds a tip, here, take another tip, right? Or families that there's more airport runs, more big event runs. Your tips, my friends, are like day and night, right? Like day and night. You are not going to get tipped in that economy category called X or Lyft Regular. Slim pickings, once in a while. A student is saving his money. He's not going to reward you with money, right? But a family that you got to the airport and you unloaded all the kids' luggage, right? And this is XL. I'm talking XL now, right? The dad as a gratitude, thank you for taking care of all of that, because it was, he would have been stuck with all of that work, but you've done it for him. So he'll extend you that $10, $15, $5, right? The tips are like day and night between X and XL, right? Between Lyft Regular and Lyft XL, right? Just because you're spending willing to spending a little bit more on gas and a little bit more on your car. So that may be that sacrifice that you have to do right now, is say goodbye. Goodbye, no attachment to my Prius, goodbye. And I go out and look at something much larger, right? Where the dynamics change, my friends, because these cars, it's so easy to then also add your limo license to that, your TCP. So you can start driving groups, regular or families, that call you up and say, hey, take us to Disney, or take us here, pick us up at the airport. And now you're cashing 100%. So you have to reinvent yourself in these times. And it's a rather long video, 15 minutes. It was pretty much made by me after reading Tim Miller's email and going through the comments and reading a lot of the upset, right? That there's 2 different attitudes going on right now. The ones that just really are digging themselves in and don't know what to do right now and getting really, really angry, or the ones that reinvent themselves and remain positive, right? And believe me, the latter, the staying positive, reinventing yourself, has helped me big time, has helped me achieve way, way bigger things in life. Don't become complacent. Don't stay in that hamster wheel, my friends, right? So enjoy the video below. Very simply put together, but I was just researching, what are all the ways you can make extra money, right? Part-time or full-time. What are the ways, what are the companies that you can get off the ground for very little money? What are the ways you can use to get money to get companies going? Like business software, right? Writing your own little business plan, raising money, or GoFundMe, or AngelList, whatever it's called. So don't give up. Don't be complacent. Explore. And maybe, if you have to, reinvent yourselves. And with that thought, I leave you and wish you, your family, your friends, nothing but an excellent weekend, a lovely day, drive safe, and I'm always in your corner, my friends. Bye-bye.